One sample I almost threw away ended up becoming my first major placement. If you want to know how, in this video I'm going to be sharing the full story, from that rough idea to becoming the biggest song on the project. If you follow this video close, I'm also going to give you the exact steps that you can take and apply and hopefully land your next major placement. I'm also going to show you a complete breakdown of the sample, so let's get into it. Alright, so the whole story begins on September 22nd of 2022. So it was just a regular day. At that point, I didn't have any placements. I would just wake up and, I would make 5 samples. I didn't even have breakfast. Out of that specific session, 5 samples came out and 3 of them were collabs with my bro Rick Anthony, which I'm gonna leave them in the description. You can download them for free. And the other 2 were the first 2 samples which I made, and they were kind of like warm-up samples, so the first 1 or 2 I make, they're usually not that good. And one of them was called Candles. Now, while I was cooking up this sample, I wasn't kind of feeling it and I was gonna scrap it, but something inside of me just told me, you know what, just finish that sample and move on to the next. Don't throw it away. I just pushed through, just finished it, but I still felt like I didn't do it justice creatively because I was so drained. And what I did was I actually exported it as a starter and I just sent it out to the list of people I work with. Now on the other end, the starter got in the hands of my bro Davian, so he took the starter and he really spiced it up. He added a ton of textures and just added a bass and just took it to the next level. Now after the sample was finished, he didn't actually send it back to me, so I didn't know at that point. I actually had to post a couple of times on my Discord and on my Instagram stories that I wanted all the sample collabs I can get back, because people, for some reason, they forget to send collabs back. Now at that time I was really blowing up with these free YouTube whoop kit videos, so what I wanted to do was take my platform and just put on other people. I would just regularly send out starters and then I would get back collabs and I would just post the kits, and every week they would just blow up, get like thousands of views, and I was #1 on Gonna Whoop kits for like pretty much a whole year. So yeah, I just wanted to give back to the community in any way I can. So David actually sent me back the sample a couple months later, which I think was end of December or something. So on January 9th, I just posted that free whoop kit, and I believe I put in like 10-15 samples in that pack, and Candles, the collab with Davian, was one of them. I call it Odyssey Volume 2, and it blew up. The video got over 7,000 views and I had like 2,000 or 3,000 downloads. And the interesting thing about that is, from this kit I actually ended up getting a few more placements. The first one is Euphoria by Nemo, which actually has like 4 million plays and it charted on the Germany charts. Also ended up getting a song which has like over 1,000 views on YouTube with some Canadian rapper. Also as that exact same sample, I ended up getting a placement with a Turkish rapper, which currently the song has like 1 million plays on Spotify. From that exact same sample pack, I ended up getting Hunxho's placement, Top Golf, which was my first major placement. Now, to put it in perspective why I should be uploading free whoop kits on YouTube, just from that one kit, I ended up getting over 5 million plays on Spotify. I ended up charting on charts, and I've made thousands of dollars on advances, beat collabs, sales, all of that stuff, just from one single pack. So I just keep repeating this every single time. Even a couple of days ago, I just posted this on my story. Please, if you're a sample maker and you don't have any major placements or you're not making a lot of money, go watch this video. Just start uploading your free whoop kits on YouTube and you're gonna blow up, trust me. Now, to continue with the story of how I got my first major placement, after releasing that pack, a couple of months passed, so I think it was May 2023. I was just checking my DMs on Instagram, and then I just got a DM from No Signal, and he basically DM'd me and said that we have a song with Hunxho and it might be coming out. So he just asked for my information, my number, and we just got to talking. I was curious, so he sent me the beat with my sample, and I just took a listen. And then I just texted him and I was like, damn, I can't wait to hear the full song. To which he replied, the song already leaked, so I'm hoping it gets out. And apparently this song had a lot of hype behind it because Hunxho was doing live streams. And also the leak video was like a couple of days old and it had like 70,000 views. At that point it was early May, and 2-3 weeks passed by. We signed the contracts, we give the information, you know, go over the advances, all that stuff. And the song finally ended up dropping on May 26, 2023 on his project called 4 Days in LA, and is currently the biggest song on the project by far. So that's pretty much the whole story. Now if you want to start landing major placements and you don't know where to begin, I'm gonna give you a few takeaways from the whole story. Now number one is gonna be you have to provide value to others, and you just gotta be easy to work with. So I couldn't finish the sample the way I wanted to finish it. I sent it out and Davian, he provided value in the way that he spiced up the sample and he made it amazing. Me on the other hand, I had the platform, so I just posted the sample and put it out in my sample packs. Now after that, No Signal got his hands on the sample. He added the perfect drums which fit with the sample, and it was spacious enough to have a rapper on it, so No Signal ended up giving Hunxho the exact thing that he needed. And as you can see, everybody played their part and there was no greed, there was no back and forth, there was no bullshit. We just focused on making music and everybody doing their job. Everybody was just fast and easy to work with, which is crucial in situations like that, especially whenever the song has already leaked and, you know, you just want to get everything done as fast as possible. Takeaway number two is gonna be, do not throw away your samples, do not throw away your ideas. Even if you don't like it, finish it, send it out to somebody else. Honestly, there are so many things that can go wrong until a song actually drops. First you have to actually make the sample, then you gotta send it out to someone, then the producer actually has to use it and put drums on it. After that, the producer actually has to send it out to an artist, and then the artist actually has to like it. Projects, they don't have like many songs, they have like 8 songs or 10 or 12, 15, 20, but artists every day they record like probably 50 songs. So these people have like vaults of thousands of songs, and in order to have one song come out, they have to pick it from like thousands of songs. So yeah, don't throw away your ideas, don't mess it up, like let just things happen. If an idea doesn't sound good to you, you can always leverage other people. You can send it as a starter, you can just post it, let people flip it, send it back, and that's pretty much it. Now takeaway number 3 is gonna be, just put your work everywhere you can. You just have to have an abundance mindset. You can give away your samples for free, you can post them everywhere. Like, don't try to gatekeep your stuff. Even if you don't like your samples, have the samples from that pack I didn't even like, especially that Nemo song which has like 4 million plays on Spotify. I absolutely hated that sample. That didn't stop me from putting it out, because you know, you can make something but you might not have the vision to execute it into a full song, but that's where collaboration comes in. So you gotta let other people find the ideas and, you know, just collaborate. And finally, takeaway number 4 is gonna be, just keep working, do not get discouraged. As you can see, I made that sample in September 2022 and the song didn't even come out until it was like end of May 2023. The music industry moves extremely slow, so if you're not seeing results now, you're gonna see them in 6 months, you're gonna see them in 12 months. And that's both good and bad. If you made some money right now and you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna chill, nothing is gonna happen tomorrow, but 6 months down the line, you're not gonna have a placement drop, you're not gonna sell collabs then, you're not gonna sell beats then, you're just gonna be wondering, why am I not selling anything? Like, what did I do? If you just keep working now and you're seeing no results, making no money, if you stick to it, you're gonna make money in 12 months from now, guaranteed. So now for the final part of the video, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna break down the sample, I'm gonna show you what made it sound so good and stand out, and what you can take away from that as a sample maker or a producer. Okay, so here we are now in the FOP. That's what the FOP looks like. So I start off with this 1-6-7 chord progression. And that just keeps repeating again and again. After that, I wanted a little top line melody, so I just did this. Now, one thing you should be paying attention to here is, and I keep saying this a lot, is pockets. So I just leave an empty space, and later on I can come in with the top line melody, and you know, I can make it extra catchy by just adding this top line, which goes inside that pocket. And that's pretty much it from my side. After that, I added this piano thing. So after I sent the starter to Davian, he added these amazing textures. Let me just play them all together. So one thing, when I got back the sample, I was so blown away. And what I noticed was he was using a lot of textures, which added a lot to the sample. And ever since that day, every time I make samples, I just add textures on textures, you know, percussion loops, just tiny little things in the back of the sample. So this is the first section. Here he only used the main chord melody, and in the second section he just added the bass guitar and added back the top line melody. I'm just gonna play it here and you're gonna see the transition. So even though it's a 8-bar sample, every 4 bars something switches up. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole sample. After that, as I said, I put it in my kit and then I just put it out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and you know, just leave a comment, say what's up. Catch you in the next video.